Are those sunglasses not working quite right for you?
Something's wrong with them. I can't quite figure it out.
It is Friday morning. I haven't been vlogging all week just because it's been kind of such a shitty week. Got a crazy bill from the IRS. Some paperwork of somebody who paid me misfiled where that money was supposed to go. So the IRS thought it was supposed to go in one place, it went in another, whatever. It was crazy. So it seems like that's gonna get resolved. In other news, got the article out to a magazine editor, and he wrote back that he thought it was very interesting, lots of great writing, and hated it and rejected it. So he didn't hate it. He never said he hated it, but he used words like bewildering and poor structure. Asked me to send it to a friend who has an English major. It felt a little. But here's the thing. So I sent it to two friends. One person who comes from the newspaper industry, she used to write for the New York Times, has a book published. So I sent it to another friend who has like 5 books published and who is an accomplished writer. One friend totally agreed with his editor and thought my article was hard to follow and confusing. The other friend thought it was an awesome article and thought I should just find a different place to publish it. But I took the article that I improved and sent it back, and he said, it's better, it's much better.
Oh, nice and tall.
It is the Air and Water Show, so you may see some airplanes in this video, or at least hear crazy. This is gonna work out, guys. So we're checking out some office space. There's no windows. So we're kind of interested in getting some cheap office space, but it kind of was a disaster. It was a glorified storage room. There were no windows. It was filled with shelves and storage now, which, yeah. More sirens. Don't fear. It's nothing.
Just the north.
Going back to desk labs, gonna finish the day doing some work. This week was really tough with the feedback from this editor, but I did learn a few things from this. One, when this first happened, it was like, okay, I'm gonna have to go through this. Maybe I'm gonna get some help from my wife. But it was like, holy shit, why am I going through this on my own? I have all of these friends who are great writers and publishers, and they've worked in the industry. Why don't I just get them involved? And I hit 2 people up. The first 2 people I hit up, they replied to me. They answered. I mean, it was awesome. Don't forget. Even though I do, I forget that I have friends who want to help. So that was a really great lesson from this. So we're walking to Petco right now, getting groceries. I think you need some new sunglasses.
I do. You think? I mean, what do you think? Does it work?
It could be a new thing. The other interesting thing about this whole thing was, like, I went to 2 friends and they had very different advice. One was like, this is terrible. One was like, this is awesome. They're both very successful, and yet they're very different from each other, very different opinions. I think the lesson is, one, the experts, they have opinions just like you, and they're not perfect, and they're very different. They don't all see the same. But also, I think they're successful because they bothered to have opinions. Like, these 2 have strong opinions. They went out about their life, and they lived their life with opinions, and just did action. I think a lot of us look to experts and we wait to act before we have the correct opinion. And I think the beauty of all this was, like, they don't maybe have the correct opinion, they bother to have any opinion. The third piece of advice from this whole experience this week is the fact that I was nervous to even send this editor a draft. I didn't even want to face the extra feedback. I was embarrassed. And the irony of all of this is the article that I wrote was about the power of shaking off embarrassment. The best amongst us don't care what other people think.